dispose of the trash.
Severing wind!
One more!
You're on! I'm on it! Wind!
Talon Hurricane! I'm only getting started!
Severing
They
wind!
may look cute and stuff, but they're big.
Wind! You're on! You got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Severing wind! All yours! Not today!
Air thrust confiscated.
Severing wind!
Anything in armor is all
You're
yours!
on!
Watch this! Eat
Wind!
Now,
You're on!
Dragon Show!
glacial spear.
Severing wind!
One's mine. Where are you going? I'll be saving this one.
Talon
Now,
You're on!
cross blade.
I still got a ways to go!
Get lost.
Wind!
Go. You're
Mine!
mine.
Thanks! You're mine!
Annihilation.
Ah!
Searing flame.
Here I come.
Thunder field.
Go
Get
get
high. Dispatch it out again.
Come one, come all!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
All back in their defense!
All mine!
Glad you have your uses.
Ignite!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Glacial spear. Pierce
You're
evil.
finished.
Seal.
An astral arch?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! I owe you one! You're finished!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
You're mine!
Seal. Searing
Ah!
flame.
Here I come! You're finished!
There you go! You're like me again! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! One deadly strike, just as ordered!
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Not in your dreams.
I can carve through armor!
Water.
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty!
Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
I'm not done!
Spread.
It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Come and face me!
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
Burn
Do it.
No complaints here!
Recover.
Okay, here I go!
Glacial spear.
You're mine! It's over!
Wind
Blade.
Watch it!
I
hope this thing is mentally approved! Come and get it!
Flame of fury.
It's go time!
Burning strike.
I can carve through armor!
Here I come!
Thunder field.
There's always room for improvement.
That equipment should come in handy.
Gotta break through! Here I come! Swallow blade! Here I come!
Hold together, just a little longer.
Thanks for the sympathy.
Get it together. We need you informed.
You're mine! Swallow blade! You're mine! It's over!
I'm ready.
Tectonic punch!
Swallow blade! You're mine! Burn in hell! Slice! Swallow blade! Here I come! Do it!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
With this, I can become even stronger.
An opponent like this should be easy. Crush! Swallow blade! It's over! I'm on it! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Air thrust.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Dispose of the trash.
Don't mind if I do.
Slug and shell!
Into the shadows. Dance in the wind.
It's over!
Sleep now.
Oh, and
Take this!
This will come in handy.
I'm not done!
Raging cascade.
By the
Slap! Backslash! I'm not...
take
Sleep now.
I'll smash you!
There. Got more for
Take
the
this!
stockpile.
Here I come!
Do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! You're mine!
More where that came from. I never.
You're mine!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle. dispose of the trash.
Now I can let loose.
Freeze Lancer!
You're finished!
Dance
this!
in the wind!
It's over!
Here!
Swallow
Mega
blade!
Ray!
I'm surrounded!
Annihilation! Here comes
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here's the healing! In the wind!
Okay, here I go.
More for the stockpile.
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alpin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Or kill. All right, it's showtime. Photon
Severing wind!
blast.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
I'm on a roll, man.
Thunderblade.
Looks like it could be worth something.
No
Fall
choice!
into thine own death.
Severing wind!
Only getting started!
Mirage!
Annihilation.
Swallow blade! Here I come! It's over!
That's much better.
Here's a healing art!
Crush! It's over!
Dance in the
You're
wind.
mine!
Get on in there with the
Take
others.
this! It's over!
I never miss!
Up and at it. Let's go.
You're finished!
Raging Shadow. Hear my call.
Here I come!
Shield.
Now
It's
I'm in the
over!
groove.
Take this!
Burning.
Ah!
Lightning orb.
I'm not done!
Up and at it.
It's on!
Nicely done.
No choice!
Fall into thine
Take
own
this!
Water! Here's my call!
Not today!
concentration.
Okay, here I go! You're finished!
Now! Evil!
Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Let's run in your dreams.
Ah! Here I come! Slash! You're finished!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Take this!
Shattering
Ah!
pieces. Attack time.
Done!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
We're so high up.
All this walking up and down is a pain.
Yeah, I wish we could just go straight through without all this hassle.
On the other hand, the collapsed parts let you reach some places you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Now that you mention it, the ceiling's not gonna come down on us, is it?
I won't forgive you!
You picked the wrong fight!
Hurricane.
Here I come!
Here we go again.
They got me.
You're finished! Swallow blade! Severing wind!
I'm on it.
Destruction! Take this! You're finished! You're mine! You're finished!
Handle this. More for the top.
You're mine!
Gemini Aqua.
Lightning
It's gonna be real handy as this.
I'll take the true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than you, kid.
Burning.
I'm on it.
One at a time. Annihilation. Mega Ray. Gemini Aqua.
Take this! You're finished!
Thunder Field.
Glacier
Sphere. Here's evil.
It's on!
Confiscated.
Burn it hell!
Cleanser.
Take this!
Here's a
It's
healing
over.
arc. First aid.
Okay,
I'm on a
here I
roll
go.
now.
Thunder Field.
It's over!
Go fire. Lightning
Take
Condemn.
this! You're finished!
That's freaking
You're
good.
mine! Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
Phew! What a rush!
Let me help. I can't heal you forever.
Now I can let loose!
I'm on it.
I'm ready.
This one's mine. That's freaking good.
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Armor won't save you.
You beat me to it.
Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself.
Oh, like hell you did.
Whoa! Quit staring and concentrate on the fight.
I don't take orders from you.
Talon Hurricane!
I've used a bit too much healing.
Get lost. Fall into thine own death.
I'm on it.
Concentration.
Okay, here I go.
Searing flame.
Hurrah!
Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning strike.
Your wings won't save you from me.
Never win! Burn in hell!
One last dance in the wind.
Never win!
Flame. Air's
What? The tide of
reloaded.
battle has turned. That's the power of comrades in arms.
Right.
Comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental?
I'm on it! Severing wind!
Dance in the wind! Air
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Let's dispose of the trash.
One more!
Severing wind!
Primed and ready!
This one's mine.
Severing wind!
Here,
Eat this! I'll put you through! Watch it! Take it!
Dance in the wind! Burning strike!
You made quick work of us!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out. These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Thank goodness we won.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt.
Hi, Hoodle.
Severing wind! Dragon shout! I'll take you all on!
Reload!
Wind! Storm!
Searing flame! Reload! I'm out! Chinese supernova!
Here I come! It's over!
I'm just getting started.
Take this!
Thunder field!
You're mine!
Searing flame!
That's quite a talent.
Your father once made the same remark.
So even my dad
Severing
did it, huh?
Mirage!
Shattering
Pieces! Attack!
Burning strike!
I'm on it! I'll end you!
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that.
Severing
And
wind!
still as humble as ever.
Do it!
Severing wind! Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Hey, Law. Back when we left Cisleden, you remember how you said so long as you don't give up, there's nothing to stop someone starting over?
Yeah?
Well, I think you did just that. You've set out on a new path despite what happened in your past. Besides, you're not the only one fumbling your way through things.
You too?
It was your dad who taught me to fight. Back at the start of all this, I knew that so long as I followed him, I wouldn't end up straying. But it was also your dad who told me the importance of becoming my own master, of searching out the answers within me. I always figured I would one day. But at the same time, I had so much more to learn. When he died, I suddenly found myself rudderless. Sure, our immediate goal is to defeat all the lords. But then what comes after that? There's no one left to point me in the right direction. It was then that I realized, no matter how much I fret about it, the only thing I can do is fight. Renin brutality isn't going to right itself. So that's what I'm doing. Fighting. And in the meantime, I'll try to figure out my next move. Right now, that's about all I can do.
And you really believe you got what it takes to win this? Against all the odds?
Yes, I do. Or at least I want to. If I'm being completely honest, sometimes I'm not really sure whether I can or not. So what if we're still figuring stuff out? If we do it together, then we can support one another along the way. Is there anything so wrong with that?
No, I don't think there is. I think I get it now. We may not know what we're capable of, but we have to try all the same.
Having another one of your secret meetings? Don't tell me you were taking yet another bathroom break.
Oh, we were just engaging in a bit of brotherly bonding. Isn't that right, Alphen?
Yeah, that's right.
Fine then, suit yourselves. Hey, I think I can feel a breeze up ahead. I bet the exit is real close.
Finally! Man, it's been too long since I felt the sun on my face. When I get in a tussle, I go full force right at him. Whoever makes the first move wins.
I do have to admit, it's quite the spectacle to watch you charge in and go to town on someone during a battle.
Yeah, it was actually my old man who taught me to fight that way. The more I lay the beat down on some baddies, the more fired up my fists of fury get.
Zephyr taught you? Wow. I guess you really are following in his footsteps.
There's nothing wrong with being so focused on offense, but the enemy always fights back at some point.
As long as I don't get hit, it's not a problem, right?
So what you're saying is you're too weak to take a hit.
You're not exactly one to talk.
What were you two talking about earlier?
Earlier? Oh, it was just serious guy talk. You know, the kind that girls don't get to hear.
Really?
Don't mind him, Rinwell. It's just... well, maybe it is a little difficult to talk about in front of women.
Difficult to talk about? Okay, now I really want to hear it. Unless... it's not the creepy sort of guy talk, right?
No! Okay, it's not creepy.
Okay. As long as you're fighting fit, you can talk about whatever you like.
I think Hoodle senses something. We're finally here. Elde Menancia, the land of green. The place certainly lives up to its name, doesn't it?
Yeah, just feel that breeze. It's like night and day compared to Calaglia and Cyslodia.
Unsullied, fertile land, as far as the eye can see. That's beautiful. Oh, what?
Oh, nothing. Just I was thinking the very same thing.
That's the realm capital in the distance. The city of Vicent. A word to the wise before we continue. Elde Menancia has produced more sovereigns over the years than any other.
Shion! Guess we should probably follow after her, shouldn't we? Hey, you all right, Law?
Yeah, fine. I was just thinking how Dad would have enjoyed this view. All this green in one place is incredible. Anyway, let's get moving before we start looking tasty to monsters.
Is he going to be okay?
Eventually. That's a wall he'll have to overcome on his own.
So if I remember right, there are 6 elements of astral energy, and darkness is only on Rena, and light can only be found on Dana, right?
Right. I only remember because my parents drilled it all into my head when I was little.
How did we find out about dark astral energy in the first place if it's not on Dana, though?
Beats me. I couldn't tell you how or when we figured out that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's other stuff we've forgotten along the way, too.
Yeah, I bet. And then we forget that knowledge was even forgotten at all, and it's back to square one.
Exactly. That's why we need to take good care of what knowledge and artifacts we still have left.
You really have a thing for old stuff, don't you?
Well, I don't know that I'd call it just a thing. It's also something that helps me feel connected to our world.
Connected?
It's nothing. Forget I even mentioned it. I should have guessed that there'd be no way he'd understand. How could he?